Hello, everyone. GameGoddessFee here. We are back today with more Ace Attorney. I do have my boy. If y'all heard that. But yeah, we're gonna be playing more Ace Attorney today. Yeah, I guess we'll resume the case. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday, guys. I don't know what happened, but I'm not even gonna talk about it. But we are here today, so yeah, I guess we'll get started. All right, one moment. Oop. My head phone was kind of loud. I hope I didn't turn the volume down.
Did you do the thing?
I didn't. I didn't. All right, so you ready, Plum?
No.
Okay, so we have Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth, episode 2, Turnabout Airlines, the letter of the case, decisive evidence. All right, so here we go. Okie dokie. Oh, that's right. Goodness. I had unmuted the mic. Anyway, yeah, I was just saying I had got my Guardian from Best Buy 1999, and shut up. That was your fault. That was your fault because I had unmuted myself so he could talk on his mic when I saw Edgeworth. So that's why I was still muted. Anyway, but yeah, I was saying that they, on Amazon they'd be like $40 or more. So yeah, Best Buy has them. Hey, what's going on, Dave? No, we're just getting started. Are we ready now, yeah, Plum?
Don't hit the A button.
All right, I had to turn it off the game for a second because I don't know how Plum got it off the beginning of the next case.
That was you.
That was not me.
You clicked the auto save.
Auto save.
Yeah, it auto saves.
But yeah, welcome to the stream, Dave. We just getting started, so all right. March 12th, 2:52 p.m. Flight G390 lower deck cargo hold. Hold on. I can't even hear the switch now. Okay, there you go.
How do you get to say it? Wait, go back.
We all over the place, you guys. I'm sorry.
Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? It's so big!
This plane is a special model. It has both the super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating.
So is this the real scene of the murder?
There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct?
Okay, let's get investigating, sir.
Begin investigation lower deck cargo hold.
I love pointing at my forehead. Isn't it simply magnificent?
Your forehead?
My forehead. It's bigger than a certain man in reds.
Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal?
It's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look.
There's nothing out of the ordinary in there, sir.
Wait, a file?
And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
It looks like a profile on Francisca.
Profile on Francisca. Why did Mr. Hicks have documents on Francisca in his possession?
Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her?
Is she still like 18, 19? How old is she now?
I have no idea. Check the profiles. She's 19.
What are you investigating?
Stuff.
Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair!
These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over.
The paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy!
Oh? Why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness.
You think so? And maybe I will! Let's see here. $1,200?! I think I'll pass.
Me too.
And Miss Teneria wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments?
Glad short. I said glad. Glass shorts. What are these glass shorts from? Anything over here?
Yep. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew.
It sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir!
By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so.
Really? I don't see any glass.
Highly flammable.
Right.
Right there. All sorts of boxes are piled up here.
This one says flammable, and this one, it says pharmaceuticals.
This one says for exorcism.
Exorcism. They got the exorcism.
This
Somebody
one
got the exorcism.
Yeah. This one says for I can't say.
Exorcism.
This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running?
Got the exorcist.
Maybe you can lose logic.
This doesn't matter.
Oh, you can check it.
Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it.
The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, Detective. It can't move.
Oh yeah, I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now.
Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special keycard. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a keycard, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here.
You said use logic?
Logic! I love my forehead. We should.
Open glass.
And what else?
Glass shorts.
I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shorts would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses' lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected.
So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now?
Oh, it is? I didn't know that.
Perhaps it's a bit too early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Alright, that's it for that.
Where's the murder weapon?
Where's the murder weapon?
Should I talk to Francisco?
Yup. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you are already here at this airport for something besides this murder.
Yes, I was.
Hmm?
Why at the airport? What are you presenting?
Nothing.
Oh.
She's just right there.
I've been following a very large and involved governmental level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Francisca came to this airport as an Interpol liaison.
Interpol is involved.
It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have.
Alright, we got some new evidence. So let's use logic again. This one's really hard. I don't think you can get this one.
Profile on Francisca and Interpol, really.
Why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca?
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir.
Francisca said that she had come to this airport as a part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol agent Hicks. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. What you was doing?
Truth behind Hicks.
You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you?
Nonsense. What are you talking about?
We found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct?
I should have known you figured it out, Mouse. But it looks like they got to him first.
So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then?
Yes. Agent Hicks was on the... Hold on. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. I can't read. It says smuggling. Agent Hicks was on the trail of an international smuggling ring. I just read that. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on the case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead.
Wow, I wonder if a boy named Mackay is involved. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage! Oh, I get it! Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it! Ow!
Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Hold on. Goodness.
Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation?
No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed.
I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own.
Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in.
Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then...
the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and...
They entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor.
Investigation complete. I think it's pretty easy to say that the culprit is at... Hold on. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
I know what you're thinking, Mouse Edgeworth. But the killer can't be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenario. Definitive evidence. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenario. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you?
Ooh. I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that.
Rebuttal. Definitive evidence. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold.
Hold it!
That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Mill or even the captain.
Don't be crazy, a fool.
Really?
That'd be crazy. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there.
I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Very well. What about the other flight attendant, Miss Mill?
Ha, I thought you might ask about her. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here.
Hold it!
But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Mr. Nerio.
Objection!
It's highly likely? Is that possible? Is that a possibility? The best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father?
Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence,
Be quiet, you're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenerio, you know. It's not just the key card that gives her away.
Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Captain Ugo piggy bank?
Yes, she is also the only person with a key to open that display case. Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderer's bank.
Hold it!
But that is a fake.
Listen to me.
Stop right there, Miles
Edgeworth.
Right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that you searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon?
The body?
The body?
Is it the body?
Yeah.
Hey, I knew it.
For the first time in forever, Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions.
Oh, was I?
Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see? If the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon.
Scruffy,
Yes, sir!
contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks' autopsy.
Yes, sir! We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
What is it, detective?
They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure.
Report now.
The doc said that's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back, he was beaten over such a wide area?
Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Autopsy report data jotted down in my organizer. Instantaneous death resulting from blow to back of head, bruising head to mid-back. Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Well, that's,
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective?
Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir.
You're completely useless.
No!
Wait, who is
Sir, I told you already. You can't go down there. No! You remove yourself from my way!
What is all that racket?
My luggage! My cocoa! They're mine! And I demand you return them to me! We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there's no choice. Finally, I think it gave. Hey, what are you? You have left me no choice but to use strong force. Oh! You won't get past me.
This is... Wait, that's it! So that's what was this whole thing has been about.
Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. Is there some way for me to prove that this isn't the real murder weapon? What is going on? After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Weapon couldn't be found. Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold.
The dog said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Cause of death is this a bruising from back to head, back of head down to mid-back, as if severely beaten.
Well, have fun.
Let me see, what's this foot? Cause of death. Weapon couldn't be found. No? This?
Does a little piggyback look like it could do all that? You trying to prove that the Captain Ugo piggyback wasn't used as the murder weapon? So you're right.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was right. What you doing?
Was it?
Yes. No! Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there's an extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark,
How he know?
which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. He took gumshoe to get the thing. What you talking about?
He ain't looked at it.
Really? You can tell from the report. No, he has a third eye. He can see into the future. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger.
A sizable weapon, the unusually large area of bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used.
Alright, have some more fun.
I got to do it again.
Yes.
Nobody can find anything that could possibly be considered the real weapon. I guess these two right here. Decisive weapon.
If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration.
What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here?
Francisca!
What? What do you want?
I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon.
You did?
He really jumped!
We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
He might be hurt! We should go check on him, sirs!
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit.
It's coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
You two aren't listening at all, are you?
Come on then. Show me this real murder weapon you speak of.
Why?
What?
I really think it's the attorney's badge.
I thought something happened.
Yeah, you messed up. We didn't get a penalty, but
What happened?
you messed up.
How I mess up?
You clicked the button. We did.
Huh?
You clicked the button.
What button?
It said, do you want to have the evidence to show? And you clicked it. And we don't have the evidence to show. Just click anything, it don't matter.
No, my bad. Well, I wasn't even paying attention.
Yep, present.
Oh my god!
No. No. I have concluded that this is the world. I suppose.
What is that supposed to mean, you idiot?
That was practice just now, when I show you the real murder weapon.
Why don't we add practice whippings to your routine as well?
I need to think about the circumstances of the victim's death in a different way. There's a wide bruise running from the victim's shoulder down to his mid-back. Maybe I should be focusing on what could have caused such a large bruise in one strike.
Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of. Oh, okay. I didn't even see this menu here. I guess I was trying to, don't have evidence to show.
I don't have any evidence to show you.
Crazy reasoning for a crazy idiot from a crazy meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death.
Free fall?
He got suffocated by Darth Vader. I just give you a free fall. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He
Fell to his death?
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane.
I know.
Are you claiming that there is someplace in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean...
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs on this very cargo hold.
What? Then we're in trouble. We might have a second death on our hands, sirs. Hey, you! Tell me you're dead, pal! Quiet! Why are you screaming? He's alive!
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railings to his death. That man is living proof of that.
I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean?
Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then?
He would have been a Bulgarian pancake for sure, sir!
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there's no proof that it was always there!
Huh, as if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there?
Ah, but there was.
What?
What can I use to show that it's possible the box was not always where it is now?
Yo, it's me, Agent Hicks. I'm in Hawaii. I'm taking a vacation. Not the bus.
What is this? Right here or
Back at the top of the Hugo!
Yes, that one.
this here?
Take that!
Ah, I thought you were saying something. You reviewed in the Republic of Zingfa?
What is wrong with you, boy? What is wrong with this boy? What is wrong with you?
No. Yes, this flight had a short
Did I say that
layover.
wrong?
No. Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zingfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question.
Ah! It's labeled Zenfar Express!
Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhengfa.
Cargo from Zingfa. It was loaded on board during the refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. at the transfer point.
Now what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold when the Europe Zingfa leg of the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible.
But your theory is still very far-fetched.
And allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail.
Begin investigation. Lower that cargo hold. Did we already investigate?
Where you going up the stairs, for?
I was seeing was he still up there.
I already read this, so I'm not gonna read it again.
Well, what is the new evidence?
The sheet.
This?
Yeah. This is a rather large piece of cargo.
There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Elf red statue? Never heard of it.
Nor I. But all I care about is what if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime.
And let's get investigating, sir. Look here! Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission! Ah! Don't rush up on me like that, pal!
So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find about it from him.
LeBlanc's cargo.
I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc?
Of course it's mine! I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe! This olive red statue is worth 10 million cents! No, maybe much, much more!
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold.
10 million cents?
I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective.
Aaron, how did you do that?
What flavor does he like?
I don't know. You think you like beef? But sure.
I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year.
Oh, I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun. I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place.
Hey, Mr. Edward, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars?
Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no! There will be no touching!
You see what Dave said?
They said that voice is cracking him up, Plum. Me too, Dave.
What edge you boy want?
Edgy boy.
You want it to represent something?
Yeah. Actually, wait, now you think about it, logic. You want to attack the gumshoe mama?
Smuggling.
Smuggling?
I used a piece of evidence.
If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhangfa. I think I need to question him a bit further.
Look here! Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission!
I suppose I have to first appease Mr. LeBlanc if I want to examine this in more detail. You did not click the right button.
Present?
No, you have to like step a little to the right.
Which way?
And then go back. Go back. Alright, there you go.
Fake statue.
A fake statue.
About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fake?
I suspect that your statue, might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things! Those thieves would not dare! I have the certification of my corporal right there!
Do you mean the Corporal certification document? Mr. Zeke LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say?
It says as plain as day! A corporal was put onto the plane in Europe!
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate.
No, that's...
Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. A little red certificate data jotted down in my organizer document written in Bulgarian. Proof that the statue was loaded on board in Europe.
I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
And you can have your wish! Look at it yourself and see I am right!
This, I know I've seen this somewhere before.
This is the olive red? It gives off such a feeling of art! I can practically smell it! This statue has high amount of historic value! After it was unveiled at the museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it!
A little red statue data jotted down in my organizer, piece of art being shipped by Mr. LeBlanc, who claims it is worth 10 million cents.
10 million cents?
I believe a closer look is warranted here. This thing quite ugly. I mean, so this is the infamous Alvarez statue, hmm?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail.
What do you want us to find?
Olive red. Olive red. 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 Red.
Red.
Red. Olive red.
What you talking about?
Olive red. 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 Olive red.
Olive red?
Red.
Is it red? It's not red.
What's not red?
The eyes?
Are these eyes made of some sort of gem?
That's a real nice shade of orange. For a second, I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of the stray cat that lives near my house.
The eye's supposed to be this color. Is it possible the statue is a fake? Now press the X button. You've been playing this game for too long.
X?
Yes.
It's only 50 minutes.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Okay, now go down to his selfie.
Right here to this picture.
Now zoom in.
It's red. I kind of figured that.
No, you was struggling, you was confused.
Really?
You was super lost. I had to point you in the right direction. She didn't know what she was doing.
I knew it was
She
part
know.
of the picture.
She didn't know
So,
what she
Yeezy,
was
what's going
doing.
on?
What's up? She didn't know what she was doing.
What's up, Yeezy?
Oh my god.
Oh.
These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir.
I don't think you see what I'm talking about.
No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill.
I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in the photo?
Ah, sir, they're red.
As I thought, the statue was a fake. Mr. LeBlanc.
What do you want? Do you not know when I am a...
Like, okay.
What do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
To Olive Red, I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip.
That boy good. he is. Go through them voices like that.
Do you know why I wanted to possess the statue? The trick started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story.
Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is that? Sympathy? For what?
You see, I like to compare the eyes.
That large fellow there has a very bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the 2 of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now that... Oh! It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Noir!
Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
A fake?
I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake. There must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zingfa. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Get out of there.
Nope. Nope.
What are we gonna do?
Don't. So what would be an indicator as to this statue being brought on afterwards?
It's on top of that.
Yep. What's this?
The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Oh! You! What did you say? No! Father, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone! It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen!
Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it!
Now what?
The deuce. That's way too hot. What you doing?
Ooh.
What you doing? What you doing?
The Deucey right here?
Yeah. Hmm. All right. What evidence?
This right here.
Yep. There's clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. Ah, that's not possible.
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Xingfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Xingfa.
But then what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return. What about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed.
May be true. However, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport, it would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates.
Elif read certificate that I updated in my organizer document in Virginia says statue was loaded on board in Europe, but statue is fake. Investigation complete.
Ooh, we got it back.
I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh?
Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Xingfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe, what kind of junk? That's not accurate, Android. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe Xingfa leg of the trip.
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, it was. Anyway, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer, move this statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath now.
Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
After moving the Elif Red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction.
I see there was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs?
It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood? With this. Wait, not that. Not that. Wait, that's mine. Let me show you. Yeah!
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the stuff.
I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Xingfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Xingfa?
There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, then this becomes highly suspect.
Yeah, I know I forgot those testimonies.
Forget the testimonies! You played the game!
Wait, shut up. It's Miss Mills.
Recall Miss Mills' testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa.
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but
That totally contradicts the facts, sir!
But why would she fib about something like that? What's up, Game Queen 81? How's it going?
I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Mill herself.
To be continued.
You got her right at the end.
Yeah, right. She got her right at the end. What's up with that, Game Queen 81? We doing fine. Just got through with this investigation. I guess we'll be questioning Miss Mill after on the next investigation. But yeah, I thank you all for watching and yeah, going through these shenanigans with us tonight. All right, Dave, Yeety, and Game Queen 81. Everyone else that's watching, thank you. And yeah, if you're watching, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd appreciate you to go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you don't mind hitting that like button for me, I'd appreciate it. All right, Dave, I hope you enjoyed that episode as well, and I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.